Hey guys, same thing, different day. Well, I guess it's night technically, but yeah, sorry for the poor illumination, but yeah, I usually do these things at night, and now that it's not actually night, it's evening, sometimes even late afternoon, but since it's winter time now, it's kind of getting dark fairly early. So anyhow, just wanted to give you guys a rundown quick on my basic routine, just for starters. Nothing fancy. Basically, I have just these two at this point. I have much more bands, but I only need these two at this point. So this one is about 15, the other one is about 45 kilos, just as a reference. But yeah, usually what I do is I do a warm-up session and an actual set. The warm-up tends to be anywhere from like 20 to 50 reps, depending on how I feel that day, while the actual working set is something like, I don't know, 10 to 20, something like this. Now, what else? So yeah, the routine itself. Usually what I do is, for my hand and wrist, I usually do a set for pronation. So I basically work out all the 6 angles. I have pronation 1. Then I have the counter to the pronation, which is supination, right? So like I said, right now I'm focusing mainly on the hand and wrist, so trying not to do a lot of forearm flexion and stuff like that. Not pulling on my bicep, is just forcing all the load to go on the wrist and around the hand rotation. So you have pronation, supination. Now you have cupping, and yes, I know it's a little bit awkward, but also you do your wrist kickbacks. Not going into whether or not these are useful for arm wrestling. I just like to train myself completely, all different angles, not leaving anything behind. So you have 4, right? You have pronation, supination, you have cupping and kickback. Then you have the last 2 to complete the full cycle of 6. So you have your rising, and yeah, you can do it like this, and then you have the sink, or at least I like to call it sink, right? So you have these 6. Like I said, this is for hand and wrist, and then we go into basically just working on pronation, side game, and I'm not calling it side pressure for a reason right now. You'll see in a moment. So pronating, or outside, side, and then inside, supinating. So I do these 3 on a more front load, kind of like a bicep flex with a forearm flex my way. So right, I mean, if it's pronation, it's gonna go like this towards me. I'm facing the load. Same thing for the cupping. Same thing for the supination, right? So I do this while facing the load, and I do this also while being completely perpendicular. Well, you cannot see my body position, but I'm basically 90 degrees away. So I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm doing pronating with forearm flexion and bicep. I'm doing pure side pressure with some cupping, and I'm doing supination on inside game, again, all while being 90 degrees away from the load vector. Now, in order for you not to bust something in your pec or shoulder with this rotated position, you can also do something like a pec deck, and also something like a lat pull for the front load. So yeah, kind of like a row, one arm row. You can fairly easily train everything that you need, in my opinion. Right, so again, for my elbow joint, I do the front and the 90-degree away with all of the three main things, and that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy. I just finished my warm-up with this one. Now I'll go to the main set with the red one. So take care and cheers. Bye.